welcome.
Welcome to the Building Podcast. I am the one and only, your brother from another mother. I am Big Dunbar, and if you don't know, now you know.
And y'all know who I am. I'm DJ Wax a Million.
And I am Big Drew from Big Drew Graphics, aka Tell All Your Goddamn Friends. Check this out. Oh, I don't got nothing from it.
I got nothing for you, but it is what it is.
I don't need no sound effect.
We'll get it set off here on a Sunday afternoon. I'm here with my two guys here.
Yes.
And we got some things to talk about, as we always do. We're hoping this one goes off without a glitch.
Yes.
It looks right now like everything's going off without a glitch.
Yeah, everyone's
Cameras are
recording.
on,
Yeah.
computers going, shit's recorded, mics are on, and we're good.
Takes a lot of work.
Yeah, stop. I'm blushing. Stop. It takes so much work to get this shit right. As we're learning. But hopefully we're good to go.
Yes.
We got a lot going on. These days. This last week, we're just going to discuss the things that have happened over the last week, coming right into today. It sucks because last Sunday so much shit went down, and we had done the podcast last Sunday, and we were sitting here. Yeah, we had last week, and we're going to touch on all these things, obviously, so don't feel like we're late to the party. We're not late to the party. It's just, that's what happens.
The timing is
I
incredible.
feel like everybody waited till Sunday for shit to go down.
Because they know about the podcast.
They know about the podcast they want. But lucky for us, we actually have the Kentucky-Auburn game going right now. I can see it up there on the laptop.
We're live.
So we're live with that, thank God. Kentucky up 9-5.
We'll keep you posted.
We'll keep you posted, but they're probably going to win it. I mean, give a fuck either way.
I'd put money on it, though. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it
These
is.
kids ball, man.
Yeah, they do. They play so hard, man.
I never watch.
These kids play so hard at college level, man. I've always been a bigger fan of the college level than the NBA level, because the NBA level is so much pussy shit going on. And you know what? They're getting paid a lot of money, them guys. So if they don't want to play and they're playing above their level, they're going to be like this. Fuck that. It's the same thing in all sports. Yeah, I'm still getting paid, so I ain't got to play. So I'm under contract, so fuck it.
Lose the hunger.
But these kids right here, these college kids, man,
They're
they
hungry.
ball hard.
Every game is decided by like 2 points.
Yeah, today
It's
is
like-
especially this late in the tournament right now. We're in the Elite Eight right now.
Yeah.
You don't see no blowouts at this time.
No.
There's no
No,
blowouts
I
going on.
haven't seen one yet. Every game I've watched so far, and I never watch them, but I watched the Duke game last week that we talked about, and I was like, wow, that was a good game.
This is easily.
And if nothing's on TV, I'm like, oh, let's see if there's a basketball.
This has always been my favorite sporting event.
Yeah.
It beats the Super Bowl for me. It beats NBA Finals. NBA playoffs are good. They're just long as fuck.
Yeah.
And it beats World Series for me easily, because these kids play so hard and with so much passion, man.
Beats the Super Bowl?
It beats the Super Bowl for me easily. You see what we get at the Super Bowl these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come
Patriots against
on.
who's going to be this year.
You know what? I'm not a Patriot hater, but I don't want to see it
I
every
am.
fucking year either. I don't want to see that every year. I want to see some. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I blame you. You know what I mean? But today there's Duke and Michigan State going down.
Woo.
And that's the doozy right there.
Yeah,
that one
I'll
I'm
be
tuned
there
in
for that.
hardcore
Oh, yeah.
for that one.
Yeah.
I'm right. Like last week, I remember when Duke was playing. Was that Florida State with Taco
Fall.
Fall? I mean, goddamn, that motherfucker's big.
They got him in foul trouble early, though.
They
so
got him in
they
foul
took
trouble.
him
That
out
was
of the
all,
game.
You know, they didn't have to dunk on him. Well, you got to dunk on him. We're just
Well,
gonna
nobody
beat you.
dunks on him.
Nobody
He said that at the
dunks.
beginning of the game. He's like, nobody's going to dunk on me, just so you know.
Nobody
Catch him in midair.
Yeah,
Right
he's a
down.
beast. He's a beast.
No.
But I mean, I did see a stat. I seen Tom Izzo, the coach of Michigan State, who I'm a fan of.
Michigan.
I'm a
I'm
fan
a
of
Michigan fan.
I like Michigan State. They're a good team. A lot of good players come out of there. Magic Johnson, Mateen Cleaves. I remember that was the last time they won the chip, was with Mateen Cleaves. That was probably 2000, 2001. He was a great point guard for them.
No.
But Tom Izzo is a great coach. He's only beaten Coach K from Duke one time out of 12 meetings.
Oh, man.
Coach K is not fucking around this
He
time of
plays
year.
no games.
He plays no games. He's a killer.
Mhm.
He's a killer.
Who's that dude, Zion?
Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
He's got the best player in
Bro,
he's got the best player in the college universe right now playing for him.
Oh, my gosh.
How you gonna beat that, man? How you gonna beat that? I mean, what happened? What happened in the Elite Eight? We had Virginia beat Purdue yesterday.
Yes.
Zaga went down to Texas Tech. You know, Zaga. I'm never sold on Zaga anyway. When
They
they're
always
one-
get close.
Yeah, when they're always a 1 seed, another
Yeah.
1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, but they never, you know, that's me with them, you know, whatever. And Auburn here, if Auburn wins, they've never been to the Final Four before.
That's awesome.
So I mean, they're down by 4 right now. It'll be close. It'll be close. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a doozy. I'm all about it. You know, shit.
It'll be closer than people think.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like at the end of the day, it's probably going to be, I don't know, Dookie winning it all. That's just,
No question.
I just feel like those close games, they're not. Don't believe because they have these close games that someone's going to come up and catch him and punch him in the mouth. I believe those close games build character, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that makes these kids strong for the next one.
It
Oh,
does.
man, we won that one by one.
We gotta play harder.
We can just go harder. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think their free throw percentage is like 30%.
Man.
But you don't need to fucking hit free throws when you're just flying to the
Balling.
fucking rim every time you got the ball. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, holy Christ. And then last Sunday also, freaking Gronk retired.
Oh, let's talk about that.
I mean, let's talk about that because listen,
Boo.
I'm-
Boo. I like Gronk.
I like him too, but
I like
he
him.
just
I like
plays
him.
for the wrong team.
In your division, I
We
get it.
spoke about him a lot last week. You know, it's
Yeah.
funny that last night you both said it to me in a group chat. You were like,
We talked
you
to the
said,
fruition.
damn, man, we talked this guy right up, man. And he went out like that.
He was watching.
He was watching.
Good
He
for
was
you,
watching.
Gronk.
He was
What's up,
watching.
Gronk?
We love you, Gronk. Shout
We
out
do.
to Gronk.
Yep.
Shout
Stop
out
by
to
the
Gronk.
show anytime,
Shout,
brother.
yeah, stop by anytime you want to, man.
We'll bring
But
out Angela's
I got some stats because I see a lot of crazy. You know, I love memes like you love memes, like you love memes. We all love memes because
I mean no harm.
they make the world go round these days.
These
I
days,
believe. You know what I mean? They can either be really on point or they can just be really fucking dumb. Like I see one that says, Gronk is not the greatest tight end ever played the game. Tony Gonzalez, some shit like that. I was like, I'm not taking nothing from Tony Gonzalez. I'm not
Yeah, he
taking
was
nothing
good
from these dudes that were great tight ends, Jason Witten. I'm not taking, but I'm a guy who measures a player by how many championships they've won with their team. That's how I am.
3 is what he got?
3 chips. Let me give you some stats. Let me run this down for you.
Break it down.
He was a second-round draft pick, which is, to me, I feel like if you were not drafted in the first, I mean, odds are you even making the team. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
He's, you know, you look at it, he's a genetic freak. He was 6'6", 2+. I mean, and the guy, you know, he gets drafted second round.
And what college?
I don't even know what college.
Oh,
I couldn't even tell you.
Okay.
I wish I had Alexa up here. She could shoot at me. Punch it up real quick. But anyway, before he'll find out. 115 regular season games. He was injured a lot. The dude was injured all the time. At the end of the last season, he was coming on the field looking like a transformer.
I understand why.
Bandage here, bandage here, bandage here. Arizona. He went to Arizona.
Ah.
He's all banged up. You could see it too.
Yeah.
521 receptions, 7,861 yards. Those are his career stats.
Okay.
Now, these are all records for a tight end in the playoffs. 16 playoff games, 81 receptions, 1163 yards, 12 touchdowns. And them 12 touchdowns are only second in playoff history next to the GOAT, who is Jerry Rice. I mean, not for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not bad for a tight
Guys,
end.
and the guy's not even 30 yet. He's going in the Hall of Fame.
In 5 more years, he's going. Yeah.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
First
He's gonna
time,
go in one
First year, first
Kid
chance.
Gronk. First chance, easily.
Yeah. 5 years later.
2011 NFL record single season touchdowns for 18. He led. It was an NFL record for tight ends in 2011. He had 18 touchdowns and 1,327 yards. Those are records, single season records. And that same year, he was the first tight end to lead the AFC in scoring.
Now he's 30 years
Barely
old,
ever had.
multi-millionaire, still can, move his arms and legs pretty good.
I gotta
Smart
tell you.
decision.
I got to tell you, I think he's going into broadcasting
Yeah.
movies.
Oh
things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He was already
Because
talking about a
he's
TV
lovable.
show.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
lovable.
He was talking about a TV show
Yeah,
recently, but
he's-
then it didn't come to fruition. But I bet something's going to happen.
He's going to probably pop up in the next Fast and Furious movie.
He was on
You know,
Ridiculousness, and he was funny as
You
hell.
see what I'm
on
saying?
that.
This
I love
guy,
it.
Yeah.
he's the kind of guy, and this is the thing a lot of people don't realize about Gronk. He is a phenomenal blocker. When he is on the offensive line, with the offensive line, that's like having a sixth man right
Yeah.
there, literally. Because he was so big and strong,
Yeah.
he would shut that shit down. You gonna bring that tight end around over there, he's gonna punch him
Right,
right in his
yeah.
mouth.
I agree.
You know, because he's so big, and he was a great blocker. That a lot of people miss that shit,
And
man.
he also missed how smart he was. And I know it sounds
Yeah.
crazy to say that.
No,
because he
no,
looks like a
football smarts.
goofball.
Yeah, football
That's what I was
smarts.
gonna say.
Football smart.
He was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
genius. Like,
Football smarts are phenomenal on that guy.
you wouldn't
man.
think it, but he
I mean,
really was.
You know what I mean? And you see the whole organization now is just like, damn, Gronk's gone.
Ah.
I know Brady's like this right now, like, that was my safety blanket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not taking nothing from Tom Brady. You know, he's made it this far in the league. Yeah.
He could throw it to me.
Yeah, he can throw it to me.
Yeah,
You know what I
we-
mean? I don't know how many
we-
yards after the catch I'm going to get you. I'm going to
Not
try to
many
catch
X.
it. That shit's probably coming like a bullet.
Oh my God.
I'm going to try to
Put
catch
an
it.
X on your chest every time. They used to call it the Elway Cross.
The Elway Cross. That's it. You know, hey man, I don't know if you've seen that. The other day I was playing Tecmo Ball.
I saw.
But did you see what I did to the Raiders yesterday?
No.
Like a bunch of retarded kids. I beat them 51-0.
Yes.
You would think like they didn't even have a team on the other side. I mean, I'm just playing Tecmo Ball on my phone, but I'm a throwback gaming guy. You know what I mean? I like the old school games. That's where it's at. I can't play none of this new shit. There's too many buttons on the fucking
Too many
controller.
options, yeah.
You know, I just need 2 buttons and the little. or the Atari stick with the button. I'm good. All that other shit is too much for me. But I beat the shit out of the Raiders yesterday, 51-0.
Go over to that Robot City place because they.
Oh,
have
I go all the time.
Billion. I never knew it.
I go all the time.
Holy shit! The
Yeah.
whole amount of games in there.
I
And
go
Joe
all
was
the
like, "They got that many games and movies."
Oh my
I was
God,
like,
yeah.
"It's just games."
It's just
he was
games.
like, "What?"
Yeah, and they got sections for
Yeah,
every game.
they really do.
Nintendo 64, Nintendo, and the games are not cheap. I went in there looking for Mario 3. They wanted like $30 for
Okay,
it.
I get it. They
But
got
it's
you know,
classic
yeah,
though. The
it's
good ones
classic,
they want
yeah,
because they know
yeah.
that's a good one.
I
They
got
know,
it.
you know what I mean? They
I
know it's
have
a good
a
one.
I have a Tecmo Bowl over there for my Nintendo.
Classic.
Oh, wow.
Yo, that shit is worth like $40 there. You go there, it's like
Yeah.
I
Hard to
bought it
find.
bought it at the flea market for $5.
Hey, nice. Yeah, you got him.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I can get the Nintendo to play, I play it. I love it. But I play Super Tecmo Bowl on my phone, which was for the Super Nintendo system, back in like the early 90s when that came out. I bust that shit out all the time. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games. Probably my favorite football game, Super. I mean, I love Madden. I mean, Jesus, I play those things, but I love that other shit, man.
I played NBA Jam the other day over at Robot City. That
Love
was
it, right?
Fun.
Isn't it awesome?
Wow, it's
Isn't
been
it awesome?
too long.
Got NBA Jam on the Sega. My man Wax and
Yeah, I was
Millie
gonna
here.
say, I think I
My
grabbed
man
that.
Wax and Millie gave me that. I got it right over there. I mean, actually, that's Madden 93. The game's probably over there on
Yeah.
your left. It's
Yeah.
over there somewhere. But I got a lot of old games, man. I don't fuck around. I
Good
like
ones.
them. Yeah.
He ain't lying.
I ain't lying. It's right there, man. It's there. And they got the pass interference rule now.
Oh.
I know one thing, man.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for it too. I'm completely for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we got gypped out of a Super Bowl last year because
When
of the
that
pass
happens.
interference call.
Oh.
You know, we didn't get that pass interference call in NFC Championship, and I feel like we got robbed as
There's a couple
fans.
of big ones that they
Yeah.
missed.
Heartbreaking.
I didn't want to see the was it the Chargers, the Rams? I don't even remember who played. That's the sad thing. Like you very rarely remember who lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
unless you lost 4 in a row.
That starts to ring a bell.
I knew it was coming.
Ding.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to. I'm laughing so much when you're a little
Scores.
lightheaded. I don't know if it's the liquor or what. But yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man. But I mean, you very rarely remember. Like, I can tell you right now, like, you think of teams, like, you don't even think of who been to the playoffs. Like, I remember the Bills went those 4 years in a row. Does anyone remember who went the year after the Bills? After the '94 Super Bowl? Who went? What AFC team represented? Do you remember? They played, I'll tell you right now, they played the San Francisco 49ers.
Was it Denver Broncos?
Mm-mm.
Arizona?
Nope. See, you don't even remember.
I
It's
don't.
crazy
Yeah.
because you never remember the loser. It was the San Diego Superchargers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had LT. Yeah.
No, they didn't have
No, they
LT. This was '95. They
Oh.
didn't have. I couldn't even tell. I can't remember the quarterback's name. I can see his face right now, but you'd never remember. Like the Bills lost those 4, and then like boom, and then that was the year that I believe Neon Dion went to the 49ers that year, and they won the chip. Steve Young, Jerry Rice, boys weren't fucking around.
No.
You know what I mean? Them boys weren't fucking around at all. I remember they beat Dallas, I think, in the NFC Championship that year. Fucking hate Dallas.
I like Jerry Rice. Holy
I like
shit.
Jerry Rice too, but I like this rule. I like this pass interference rule, man. 31
Me
to
too,
1
it's
vote.
fair.
31 to 1 vote.
I wonder who was the one team who didn't.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
You know that?
Yeah, it's amazing. I got a guy.
Okay.
I just got to do some research.
So-
but I mean, I heard it on the Jim Rome show Friday
Okay.
that it was the Bengals, and I was just like, why on earth would you vote against this? You just seen the team get robbed.
Oh.
Yeah.
The team got
Could
like
be
Drew.
you.
Not for nothing. Drew Brees is Hall of Fame quarterback.
You got
Class
robbed.
act. Class act. You want to see it. If
Yeah,
your team's
they
not
do.
going there and you see the Saints, they're lined up in the playoffs, you want to see them go.
Gotta root for him.
Yeah.
Just for Drew Brees. Come on, Drew Brees is unbelievable, man.
He's a saint.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, then that happened, you know, they got that, and that was an obvious pass interference call in that NFC Championship game. And, you know, the rule's in effect for 1 year. They're going to vote on it again next March, but I can't imagine it's not going to pass unless something drastic
Depends on what
happens.
happens this year. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's just the same thing, right? You just throw a challenge flag. And
Well, yeah, you can throw it. Well, this is I wrote it down here. This is the first time a coach can challenge a penalty flag that wasn't wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So if you can challenge it. Like if you see it, if you're the coach and you see it,
Yeah.
and they don't call it, throw your flag.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Also, if you lose that, then you're going to lose what?
You're gonna
lose
lose
the
you
challenge.
lose your challenge.
Okay,
You
so
lose your
same-
challenge.
same
If you get
Okay.
2 right, you are entitled to a third.
To a third,
Right.
yes. If you get
That's-
2 right, you
Same
get the
as-
bonus third.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Makes
it.
sense.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like, and in the final 2 minutes, only the booth.
When your
can do,
team
just like
is
everything
laying
else.
on the ground and it happened to you, you're going to wish that rule was in effect. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
everyone should feel.
Yes, certainly, man,
Yeah.
certainly. You know, because that just happened and that sucked,
Because
man.
if not,
Yeah.
people are going to get popped all the
Yeah,
time
oh,
for no
God,
reason.
man.
Not that they're not now, but even worse.
Yeah, people are getting popped left and right.
Oh, Oh,
But
God.
that was so obvious, and they missed it. It was
Oh.
like, how did you miss that,
With the
dude?
replays and everything.
Yeah.
How can you miss that?
Ah, man, that's horrible, man.
Horrible.
That's horrible. So I'm glad they've implemented that. I know Sean Payton was the one at the forefront
He
of
was.
that movement.
He was a
like,
leader.
he got the rest of the coaches in the league like, yo, we got to crush this.
Something's
we got,
gotta
yeah,
happen.
so, and of course, not the coaches, the GMs in the league are like, the owners in the league are like, all right, we'll go for this. But one owner, obviously, the douchebag owner of the Cincinnati Bengals, was probably some sort of fucking flaming fag. Who knows? He said no because we suck, so we don't care. No, we're just gonna be the odd man out. Fuck.
So people talk about us.
Yeah, so people talk about it, so we're relevant because we got these dumbass black and orange stripes on our helmets, looking like a bunch of douchebags.
Drinking that brown liquor.
Drinking that brown liquor
Opens up a little bit.
opens up a little bit. This is drinking a little Jameson.
Little
I
green.
see. You know what? That's funny because I watch Jimmy Fallon. I watch Jimmy Fallon a lot. I don't watch it at nighttime because I'm asleep. Which surprised me the other night. You were still up watching that game. I woke up in my bed, looked at my phone, and see Marcus sent the message at 11:30. I was like,
Is that real?
He's still up.
that
Yeah,
motherfucker was up there. Man, I was
I
already sleeping an hour heavy. I was out like a light. But watch Jimmy Fallon, and speaking of brown whiskey, or Irish whiskey even, I seen that Conor McGregor was on there.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon met him at a bar. I love Jimmy Fallon's show. That shit's the best. He met McGregor at a bar, and I don't know if McGregor really retired because he was talking
He
about
died
on
out.
there. Yeah,
He's
he
out.
was talking on there like he's still a competitor. He still wants to fight.
That's right.
He's still gonna fight.
He's still,
obviously.
yeah, he's on this 3 times already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's just
Exactly.
talking, trying to
Just
stay
talking, yeah,
relevant.
But he
Publicity.
actually has an Irish whiskey
Yeah.
he made.
Yep.
It's called Proper Number 12. It's obviously straight from Ireland.
Sure.
And, it was cool to watch it because I got a good backstory on it and everything. He gave the whole history of, the word proper and how they use it in Ireland and everything. I thought it was pretty cool, man. I was watching it.
I'll try it if I
You know
see
what
it.
else I seen on
You should
there?
send us a case. We'll promote.
I'll take a case.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take a case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. I'll
We'll
put it
get
right
to
up downstairs.
I'm
We'll
Irish.
get
We're not-
Send it go.
But I was watching the Jimmy Fallon show also, and they have this jazz club. I'm a big jazz fan. I love jazz, and they have this bar down in Tribeca, down in New York City. It's Lower Manhattan, called the Django. The Django. I shouldn't have said Django. There's a story behind that. I don't even want to get into.
Okay.
But it's called the Django, and they went into the bar, and Jimmy Fallon, the Roots are Jimmy Fallon's band on his show.
Right.
I love the fucking
God,
Roots.
Yeah,
love
oh,
it.
yeah.
I fucking love them. They're so dope.
To this
Yeah.
day, Black
Oh,
Thought's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that freestyle he did a couple years ago on Flex?
Oh.
He went for like
He went
15
nuts,
minutes.
yeah.
He just wouldn't stop. You could tell he is polished because
Yeah.
you're getting on. I know dudes get on that mic and they'll spit and they can spit, but they'll fuck up.
Yeah.
Someone, if you're not
Somewhere.
seasoned, that motherfucker's seasoned as fuck because he went 15 minutes strong.
Not many people can do that.
Strong. I mean, like, damn. And this guy was singing. This guy, they had the Roots band there, and it was like a joke. They brought him up. It wasn't a joke when they were performing, though.
Is that bad?
I shared it on Facebook. They were singing, I love you more today than yesterday. And I was like, and Black Thought's just belting this out, and he's got the Roots behind him, rocking
They're
out.
killing it, right?
They killed it.
Yeah, I bet.
They killed it unbelievably, man. I was sitting there like, damn. I mean, I was impressed. I shared it on Facebook. I even watched it again yesterday. Because me and the wife were downstairs watching it, and I was like, when we were watching it for the first time, I was like, they gotta be joking, right? And then, they were dead ass serious. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Now I'm thinking to myself about this club, this bar at the Django. It looks like a nice little intimate spot.
Mhm.
You got to get reservations to get in there and everything.
Of course.
But I went right to the website and I see they have different jazz musicians every night and everything. I'd love to catch the Roots in there.
Oh,
I'd
man.
love to
I'd love
catch
to catch Roots anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I went to
that.
that Global Citizens Festival back in 2000
What was
and
that one when like
14.
everybody was this big?
yeah,
You were
seen
in-
Jay.
you were
But
there.
the Roots were there. The
Yeah.
Roots were there, but we had rolled in just as the Roots were like finishing up. I was like, damn, man, I miss these motherfuckers, man. See him eventually though, but I mean, it was good. It was good to see Jay and everything. He's probably gonna be up here at
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
I'm trying to drone fly, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't blame
why
him.
not?
A friend of mine works up there, so he's trying to get me to be the guy.
That'd
That
be
Find
cool.
the right
That'd be
clear
cool.
I
and
know.
certain whatever.
Yeah, yo, if you get tickets for
I
any
had the
passes, let
clearance.
me know.
Yeah, believe it. I'm on
I'd
it.
love to see Jay again. He was so dope the first time. I was like, God damn, man, just him. No, didn't have 30 dudes on the stage with him. Blah, 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 blah. It was just Jay.
And he killed it.
Yeah,
probably.
he killed it. I mean, he brought Beyonce out with him towards the end, obviously.
Sure.
But
She
it
probably
was,
made him.
yeah, it was so fucking dope. It was
No, come on,
holy
damn it.
shit, man. When he did that Tom Ford song, I was just like, fucking speakers were ready to explode. I was like, holy
Remember that album, man? We
Christ.
went nuts.
Yeah, I remember we had
The
that
whole
album,
4th of
July
July.
4th. That's all we
we
listened
went
to was the
crazy.
fucking Jay
We
album.
had it on
man.
3 different phones. And
Yeah.
2
Oh,
different
yes.
CDs.
Listening
We were
to
just like,
like,
yeah,
I think we
listening
went
to
up
this
to
all day.
we went to Ithaca,
Ithaca,
right?
yeah,
We went up to
yeah.
Ithaca, right? Yeah, we went up there to the lake.
We listened to that shit
That was cool,
all
man. That was
day.
cool.
It was a great
Listen to
album.
this Trump here now. I got some Trump stuff, guys. I got you got some audio, I think, Mark, there somewhere. I think we might have him in his no collusion delusion.
I don't know. I'm not a political guy.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I don't.
I'm not either, but I get into this Trump stuff because they said he's not found guilty of anything, man. And you know, I kind of knew that was gonna happen.
How convenient is that?
It is convenient for him and his followers, man. I'm just like, I just can't believe it, dude. I'm just like, are you kidding me? But then you know what that leads into for me is like he was found not guilty of not guilty. He never went to trial for anything, but he was found that he did not collude with the Russians in the last election. So they found him there. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's like everybody you're with on your team is found guilty, but you. Damn, he's slick. He's as slick as they come.
He is.
He's slick. But you know what I laugh about? You know what I laugh about with that? I laugh about that. This Jussie Smollett,
Jesse.
the kid on
Empire.
yeah, the kid on Empire. They found him. They dropped all the charges.
How convenient again.
They dropped all the charges. And you know what? 16 felony counts.
No, it was 16 counts of what was it? It was
Lying.
something stupid.
Lying.
Yeah, it was just, but it was what the hell was it? I just looked this up too. It was like something. It wasn't a felony though, but there was just a bunch of them. Because
But a bunch of counts. 16
But-
counts. He had to forfeit his $10,000 bail, and he had to do community
Community
service.
service, that's it.
And you know what? I think it's funny because all these Trump guys. Because listen, everybody knows Trump had his hands dirty. Just couldn't prove it.
Dirty McGurry.
There's nothing wrong. I mean, listen, I respect it. If you're getting away with it, Trump, I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect the shit out of
He
it.
is getting away
You
with
know
it.
what I mean? Because that's some mean shit right there. You're a beast. You fooled the whole.
You're an
you-
amazing businessman.
You're an amazing businessman. You know what I mean? But on the same note, like a lot of the Trump supporters, like they were laughing last Sunday about it. Like, yeah, there's no collusion. You see, you're all lying. You were all wrong. But
Yeah.
don't get mad because Jussie's walking now. Don't
Right.
get mad.
If it's good
Don't
for
hate the
one,
player, hate the game.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Did you see last night there was the NAACP 50th
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Chris
they give-
Rock.
You want the circle? I'm just like, come on.
He's like,
man.
you see that light skin he has and that curly hair? You know what I could have done with that curly hair? He's like, my career would have been to the roof right now.
Yeah, man. Chris Rock been around forever too, man. God
He's
damn.
a funny dude.
Yeah.
He is.
I remember back in 1988 when pay-per-view was popping, just like movies and shit, and WrestleMania from time to time, and a Tyson 90-second Mike Tyson boxing match.
Ugh.
Yeah. My dad
Yeah.
used to get them. He'd be pissed.
Oh,
They'd be
man.
over in 90 seconds. You're paying $49.95 for the fucking fight. Back in 1988, that's like
That's a lot of money,
$1,000.
right?
That's like $1,000. That's
I was
a
living
night.
with Dave Gumar watching those fights.
Man, and my dad would get them 90 seconds later, they'd be over. He'd be like,
Like,
fucking bullshit.
And you sat
Never
through
again.
all the preliminary fights, and they were whack, and you're
Yeah,
like,
you'd
all
be
right,
like,
here it comes.
Midnight would happen. And I remember the one time it was on HBO because they didn't think it was going to be a big fight. Was when he lost the title. When he lost to Buster Douglas. It was
Oh.
on HBO, just regular HBO.
Okay.
They were just like, he's going to watch this dude. Nobody's going
And
to buy
nobody's
this.
gonna buy it.
And it was the same night as the slam dunk contest in the NBA.
Oh.
So me, I'm torn. I love Mike Tyson. He's my favorite
Yeah.
fighter ever.
Yes.
He's my favorite ever.
He's
So I
up
mean,
there.
I'm torn. I'm like, damn, I want to watch the slam dunk contest, man. Who doesn't want to watch the slam
Back
dunk
then.
contest? Yeah,
Now,
now
you
it's
can
like
miss it,
this
you'd
is
be
corny.
alright,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can miss 12 dunks in the slam dunk contest and still get one of them off. It's corny, man. It's corny.
Horrible.
But I feel like then that happened. I was just like, oh shit. And then Tyson. Well, my mom hated Tyson. She's such a Muhammad Ali fan.
I was going to say, when you said he's the best, I was thinking Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali is a beast.
Yeah.
He was a fucking beast. But I was because Tyson was my era.
Sure,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So I'm
Yeah,
holding
yeah,
it back
yeah,
for him.
yeah,
You know what
right.
I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I'm a
But,
Jordan fan for the same reason.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'll be a Michael Jordan fan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's a good. Like you can't tell me. No, I ain't even get into LeBron talk again. I feel like every week I sit up in here bashing fucking LeBron, and there's no reason for me to be bashing LeBron.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. You know what I mean? I had him and the wife and the kids over the other day. We were doing yard work.
Good times.
You know, good times, man. LeBron's all right, man. He hated that I wore his Kobe Bryant T-shirt though. He hated it. He hated it.
It's not like he's gonna stop you from wearing
What are
it.
you gonna do, LeBron? I don't give a fuck.
That's right.
I'll grab your fucking nuts and watch you fall like a fucking.
The old Johnny
Sorry.
move.
I'll grab your nuts and slip my tongue down your throat to see how much you like that
In
shit.
public.
In public. I'll kiss you, motherfucker. It's funny because I said something like that to Nick on Facebook. Came with my memories today. He said some dumb shit, and I said something, man, I'll kiss you. He was just like, oh. I just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, how do you respond to that?
How do you
Like,
respond? I'll
Right?
kiss you,
I
shut
always
up.
say I'll fuck your face in
I'll
public.
like your face in public.
oh God.
Everyone's watching.
I do what I want to do.
I do what I do when I can do it.
At least, you know, no new music has been dropping. I hate that.
Not
Yeah.
much.
That no new music has been dropping. I see like they got this Cardi B thing going on now.
Yeah, I had to look that up. I saw the memes and whatever, and didn't
Yeah.
get it, but I looked it up, and I'm like, yeah, but that's ancient history.
I see. Yeah, I mean,
It's just a hustle.
I
I
feel,
get
yeah,
it, you know.
she was doing what she had to do. I
She
guess
was doing
the
what
other
strippers
day.
do.
I guarantee
Exactly.
you, by next podcast next week, there will be 3 or 4 guys who have came out saying that she.
Oh,
did it.
yeah.
Oh,
she
yeah,
did
looking
it.
through, yeah.
And they deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though is Cardi, like these people love Cardi, man. These women, they love Cardi. Music's terrible.
Trash bags.
It's not that bad, bro.
I like-
I mean, it's. She's not gonna win lyricist of the year. or
No,
any
she
of that.
knows that too.
But like,
she knows that
I
too.
downloaded it on my phone just because like I want to hear it before I pass it to Cassidy.
Yeah.
I give it a
course.
little. It's
Yeah.
still on my phone. I still
Yeah.
listen to it.
It's catchy.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
dumbed down. I like stuff. I like things. I like blunts. I like bling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
anyone
yeah.
can do
No,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, now I know it by heart because
Yeah,
it's so easy
because
to memorize.
yeah, and they drill it into your head.
So I guess
No, Adeline loves that. I like it like that shit.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
loves that. That's on her.
The album's not. It's
She
not
loves it.
horrible. Like I said, I'm not gonna put it up there for 5
She
bucks.
right now definitely is she is reigning supreme in New York City as far as hip hop goes. She is, as far as commercial acts go in
Right,
hip hop.
commercial, right?
That's
She is
horrible.
numero uno. She's
Oh.
the top of the food chain. There's no doubt. When I listen to Hot 97 every morning, it's Cardi B, Cardi B, Cardi B.
Mhm.
And I don't care for the stuff. I like the story. I like the story. The
Yeah.
rags to
I always like
riches.
to see
love
somebody
that.
make it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
not
know what I
ain't
mean?
no
Like,
hating me.
but she is. I'm gonna tell you right now. She has said this herself. She's not for the culture. She does not care about the culture. She is
Money.
here to make money.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't
She is.
hate that. Yeah, I don't hate that. But I mean, hey, you gotta do. She's exploiting it. That's what a lot of these kids are doing these days.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just
so easy
exploiting it.
now. Yeah.
It's so easy, because it's so different.
A laptop and a microphone.
It's
and
all you need is a
you're
laptop and a
rapping.
mic.
That's
And
right.
you know something? It's like, man, she's doing all this with that. I mean, I don't know, Mark. I tried Bodak Yellow when it came out, and I was like, I just don't get it. Like, look at Malik Dunbar.
Hey,
My cousin.
no relation.
My cousin. Kentucky up 27-17. Malik Dunbar. It's my black cousin.
Yeah,
Maybe they
but-
will run away with it. I don't know
Happens.
anything.
It happens. I got a black granddaughter. I love her so
Hey.
much.
She's a cutie.
She's the best thing in the world.
She definitely is.
She's a brat. Anyway, but I mean, just moving off of Cardi, man, I feel like we should talk about some music. There's no new music coming out. That's the problem we're having. We're starting to go into spring, and usually this is the time.
This is
when
our
artists-
year.
This is the time when artists drop, and no one's dropping. I feel like last year at this time, Cole had dropped.
Everybody's starting to wash their cars up and start, and this
You
is
know,
the time.
I feel like Cole had dropped last year at this time with KOD, and I thought KOD was dope as fuck.
Yeah, that's good.
I ran KOD into the ground. I still listen to that shit.
I think you put me onto it, and
That's
I was
so
like,
dope.
whoa.
He doesn't have any features on his albums either.
Yeah.
He rolls just by himself.
Dope.
Dope, right?
Dope.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like that shows your talent.
Yeah,
He's-
right. You want to put a
he's-
remix or a single out with somebody else?
That's
do
cool.
that.
Because
Yeah,
he's jumping
drop.
on everybody else's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard him on this. There's this 21 Savage song, and I think 21 Savage is garbage. But
Yeah.
there's this 21 Savage song with Cole. It's
Oh,
dope as
yeah.
fuck because of
Reading
Cole.
my list, I'm checking it
Yeah,
twice.
yeah. Cole's a beast.
Tore
Yeah.
that shit up.
Cole is a beast. Did you hear that? What's that? Middle Child.
Yes. That's
Oh
the
my,
one.
that's it right there, right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, he's talking about Kanye all through that, and people don't even
Yeah.
know
And
the
6ix9ine.
subs are ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah,
6ix9ine.
yeah.
The subs are ridiculous on that shit, man. These
He's a
kids, don't,
genius.
I feel like these kids don't even know they like Cole. They don't even know what you like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you gonna like Tekashi 6ix9ine on one song and go listen to J. Cole? I feel offended. I feel like J. Cole is cut from our cloth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I feel like him.
He
Artists,
says that.
there are good artists these days. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna bamboozle all these artists these days. Kendrick is dope as fuck.
Yes.
Cole is dope as fuck. I
Mhm.
thought Mac Miller was dope as fuck.
Yes.
These kids are fucking fire. They rap, they make their own music.
It's
They're not
creative, it's new.
It's creative, it's new, it sounds fresh. You know what I mean? I like a lot of that shit. I still burn Mac's last album. Like, I was just listening to it the other day. Like, and then he had an album before that. He had this song with what's this kid's name? The singing kid from Dre's label, Anderson .Paak. He had that song with him.
You put me on that.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
I still burn that shit, man. I'm like, yo, these kids these days, some of them are making some heat, but also you see the people behind these guys are not nonsensical dudes, man. Like behind Cole is Hova, and behind Kendrick is Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Making
And
sure
it's
they make it.
making sure, like, yo, you guys gotta keep it. official.
Somebody's got to be real. In this
Exactly.
whole world of
Because
bullshit,
for
fake
every one Kendrick Lamar, there's gonna be 10. What's the Tekashi 6ix9ine, who, not for nothing, I mean, he's a bitch ass motherfucker. Let me tell it. I'm glad he's in jail. He can rot in there. I don't care how young he is, man. You got up in there and you told on all them people now, man.
Yeah.
Man,
You're safer in there.
You were talking. So he was talking so much shit
About not being a snitch.
about not being a snitch, about being a tough guy, about stepping to his business, and at the end of the day, he just proved to me what that generation is all about.
Yep.
You know what I mean? What that generation is all about, man. I don't want to hear that he's a young man and he was doing this and he was doing that. The motherfucker tattled on his whole. He wanted to blood up with these blood kids. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Because I know how that shit goes down. Good luck with that shit, homie.
Not gonna happen.
Now you're going to sit there in jail for the next 15, 20 years.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets out by next year.
I wouldn't either.
One of those.
All that snitching.
All the
gotta
charges
give him
are dropped.
Right? Like,
What?
oh God.
How?
He can't.
Him and Jussie are been
You think he can't come back, right? But with the way the generation is these days, these kids coming up, they would let him come back.
Well, what do you think about? Do you think R. Kelly will come back? Do you
No,
think he'll put another album out, or?
I think he's done. I think he's rap because he's from our generation and
Right.
we're not tolerating that bullshit.
Right, they
We're
put
not
Cosby
right.
away.
They put Bill. Come on, man. That jello. Boom. I loved the things when I was a kid. That motherfucker's gone. He's long gone, man. Fucking bullshit, man. But it is what it is, man. I mean.
Ugh.
And then, you know, I figured we just get in a little 5 mic talk because I seen a meme.
Yeah.
I seen a meme today. It said, other than Illmatic, what album do you think deserves 5 mics? Now, we're talking when the source was credible. The source the source hasn't been credible.
I had bought a Source magazine. And
When Benzino was doing all that bullshit he was doing with M and all that bullshit when he was trying to pick at Dre and Eminem and 50 Cent, the magazine lost all credibility. You could buy mics.
Yeah.
He said it in a song, I think Benzino, when he owned the magazine, is
Wow.
the 5 mic giver. Like, hold on, bro. Whoa. I never heard a good Benzino song, ever.
No, I
not
can't
once.
name one
No.
bar. I
All
was
right,
like,
okay, yeah,
oh, shit.
terrible. He looked like a punk.
He did.
He looked like
Still
a punk.
does.
I feel like, yeah, man. I mean, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we'll tighten your cornrows up.
Come see me.
Fuck out of here, man. But I feel like, to me, in my personal opinion, I think Illmatic is top of the food chain. I feel like, to me, that's the holy grail of hip hop. I feel like there's albums and there's great albums, and then there's Illmatic. That's how I look at it. I can't speak for you
I
two guys.
agree.
I just feel like, to me, that was the first album I ever seen. The Source magazine called The Shot. They said, as a matter of fact, the girl who wrote the 5 mic review is on, I believe she's on Power 105.1 in the morning. She's part of the Breakfast Club, Asian girl.
Wow.
And they wrote the 5 mic review up in the Source. I remember reading it on Court Street, just sitting there reading it in the Source magazine. Gangstar was on the cover of the magazine. I remember reading it being like, yo, he had Pete Rock, DJ Premier,
Yeah.
Q-Tip. I mean, it was just like, Large
AZ had a
Professor.
little shout out there.
And no one even knew who AZ was. And I
Yeah.
remember when I first heard Life's a Bitch.
Yeah.
Life's a Bitch.
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Yo, I remember sitting in this guy's room with him, and we had been smoking. And I remember AZ came in, visualizing the realism. And I remember me and Drew made eye contact, and we were just both like,
Real.
Who the fuck is this?
oh, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's the greatest album ever. But there are other albums. And I'm gonna tell you, the first one when I sent you guys, it's the first one that came into my head, and I don't know if either one of you agree with it, but I know, to me, I don't even know if it got 5 mics, but it was the main Source, Breaking Atoms.
Oh.
That motherfucking album, oh my, I can't think of a bad song on it. I'm not saying it's Illmatic. I'm just saying that, to me, that was a dope ass album, man. He had Looking at the Front Door and Just Hanging Out.
Sure.
And Peace Is Not the Word to Play. And then they followed it up. And what's crazy is a Large Professor that's Nas's mentor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I felt like out of Queens at that time, everything was dope, and everything stayed dope out of Queens all through the '90s. Mobb Deep, LL Cool J. There was so many different artists coming out of Queens and Queensbridge projects. It was just like Q-Tip and the Tribe Called Quest coming out of Queens. Everybody coming out of Queens was so dope. But Big was holding Rolling down hard.
Yes, it was. I was gonna say, how many big albums got 5 mics? I mean,
I don't think. Oh no, the double album got 5 mics.
okay.
The double album got 5 mics. I remember that.
Rakim's first album.
Oh, easily,
Hated Foe.
easily.
There was. I would probably give that 5 mics, but there is a couple of.
'86.
Yeah, that's true too.
He was ahead of his time. That's the
23
thing.
years ago.
Yeah, he was so ahead of his
Yeah.
time, Rakim.
Oh,
lyrically,
30
and
lyrically.
style-wise,
Oh my
he was
God,
he was
yeah.
light years
Oh my
ahead of
He was the
us.
first one connecting multiple syllables. Everyone would be like blah 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 flow, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah, and he'd have da 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 and da 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 and da 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 da.
He's
You're
like nothing.
"What?"
Rakim, man, I didn't even appreciate him until I was a grown man. Then I was just like,
He was my idol.
Yeah,
I know, I remember.
I
I
know.
remember, man. I remember. I mean, we could go on with this conversation all day.
Definitely
Probably,
could.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can name 3 Eminem albums that deserve
Criminal
5 mics
Minded.
if you ask me.
Criminal Minded.
Criminal Minded. There
Criminal
you
Minded
go.
is so
That's
dope.
one of my favorites.
Oh, I didn't
of
even
all
think
time.
of that.
It's a dope album, man. It's
Someone
such
was
a dope
blasting it as I
It's
was down
definitely a
here.
5 micer. It's definitely a 5 micer because every song is dope. And
Yeah.
they ain't do nothing but have a TR-808 beat
Yeah.
machine. That's all they had. That's all they had.
And made that.
And Scott LaRock cutting it up 1s and 2s.
Scott LaRock.
Da-da-da-da. South Bronx. Oh, fuck, man. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got burned that shit all over.
Documentary.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good album.
Is
Oh,
so
wow.
dope.
I didn't think
The
of that. either.
documentary is so dope. Man.
Oh,
Every
wow.
song.
Yeah,
Every song.
I just revisited like recently. I re-downloaded or whatever, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't
Because
listened
I
to
put
this
you
in
on
a
that
minute.
song. I put this
I was
guy.
like, let me-
Game got this song on his second album called Old English. And this motherfucker didn't
Never
even know
heard it.
about it. I was like,
Never heard
I was like,
it.
oh shit. I remember.
I was like,
used to
Alexa.
I told him, I told him, I said, yo, I used to be sitting in there, man. When I was in, I used to be sitting there, and I had all the Game's joints. That was my man. Game is my man.
Yeah.
I remember I hear Old English and I think of Mark. I was
Pushed
like,
it.
yo, he's got to be loving this shit right
He didn't even know about
He
it.
didn't even know about
Years
it.
later,
He
it's
found out
finally
about it.
put on.
Found out about it last week, 2 weeks ago. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
2019.
Yeah. But it's a dope song.
Yeah. What about 50's first album?
Yes, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, because it's not a bad song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a bad song
That's-
on there at all.
That's a good point.
There's not a bad song on there at all. I like the first Mob album, the infamous. The infamous. That's the second Mob album. I'm
Yeah, I was
sorry.
gonna say the first
They
one
had
was when they were
Juvenile
like
Hell,
little kids,
But the infamous.
hit it from the back and.
Jay-Z's had multiple. Jay-Z,
Yeah.
I mean,
Jay,
Oh, Jay, yeah.
I'm really big on the Black album.
yeah, I
Jay.
was just gonna say that.
Black album.
Black album was
Because
good.
I feel like that's when he became like. He
Grown
became
ass
like
man.
yeah, a grown ass man. Like he became something else. Like Reasonable Doubt was dope.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Volume 1 was alright. Volume 2 was dope. Too many features. He had a feature in every fucking song. I didn't need that. Volume 3 was
I think
alright.
that he probably did that though because everybody wanted to be on a song with Jay at that time.
Yeah,
Because
that's
he
what
was
it
hot.
was.
You
That's
know what I
what
mean?
it
So
was.
he's like, yo,
That's what it was.
So he
That's
let it happen.
exactly what it was. You know what I mean? And the Blueprint was really fucking
Oh,
dope.
sure.
Too. How you gonna drop an album on September 11th and it's still catch fire like
Wow.
it did?
Yeah.
Like the day.
Yep.
The day it happened. You know what I mean? 9/11. That shit came out
Yeah.
and it was like, woof. Woo.
Right, you'd think that would have just been forgotten after
He
what
dropped some
happened that
heat.
day.
JJ will drop some heat. 444 I thought was alright. I felt like he's in another lane now. He's like in a whole other league now. You
Yeah.
can't even,
Yeah.
like,
I love
I
it.
don't expect him to drop garbage. You know,
No.
I don't think he's gonna drop garbage.
no.
You know what I mean? That Carter's album, I didn't care for it. I felt like that was more of a
Oh
Beyonce.
yeah, that was yeah.
I felt like that was more of a Beyonce.
It's like
album.
his apology and shit for fucking around. Like,
Yeah, I'll
okay,
do
baby,
this.
here you go.
Yeah,
all
right.
Yeah. I'm a Super J fan. I'm a Super J
Yeah.
fan.
We
It's
are.
dope. You know,
Alright.
that Good Kid, Mad City, that Kendrick album. You gotta give that a listen, man.
Mm.
That front, and you know what? The last one he just dropped, that Damn. I'm still burning
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I say these kids these days they do make quality hip hop.
They're out there, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
making
Gotta
quality
love it.
hip hop. You know what I mean? It's like, and of course the Dre album. But the
Oh,
first
the
two,
Chronic.
the Chronic and the 2001 joint.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
man! You can't go wrong with either one of them.
Yeah, hits on hits.
Hits on hits, hits on
Right.
hits on hits and hits.
I'm gonna go left field.
Go left.
Post Malone.
I was gonna
You
say
like that,
His
huh?
album.
every
Really?
song
Every
was on
song.
the top 100.
Yeah.
Every
I've
one.
never even listened to it.
So because of
Listen to
that,
it.
he just made it. He
Give
just
it a
passed
listen.
the
Yeah.
Beatles or something like that because every
It's-
song made
yeah.
the top 100. No one's ever done that before.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I've heard
He
a
doesn't make a whack
lot of
song.
guys our age.
It's not hip hop, but he doesn't make
Yeah,
it.
right. No, I was just
I've
figuring
heard a
out.
lot of guys
Mhm.
our age have said like post album is dope, and
It
I'm
is.
like, I don't know. I just can't.
It's another one that's on my phone that's been on there.
I
for
got.
years
You know
now.
what? Just because you shouted out, I'm gonna listen
You
to
gotta
it.
give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen
it's
to
worth
it.
it.
You know what's funny is pick Aaron up tonight. I'm gonna have it playing in the car.
She look at you like, huh?
Yeah, she did, because I know she probably likes that crazy shit. I know he was out here at Binghamton, the university. a while back, wasn't
Yeah.
And he's from Syracuse.
he? He's from Syracuse, right?
You know? And he got his name out of a rap generator. He's
Yeah, I remember you
first
told me
and
that.
last name, Post Malone. No wrong with it. That's how he got his name and
That's
shit.
what it is.
But there's so many different classic joints, man. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many.
Oh.
We could sit here all day long
But
and
we
talk
could pick
about
a
it.
year and start
Yeah,
running
yeah,
off.
exactly. You know what I mean? I mean, you tell me the first 3 Tribe joints ain't classic. I'm gonna look at you like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna look at you like, you see the poster on the wall. I ain't got to talk about it. I mean, I love the Tribe, man. Even their last album, I felt like, I don't think it was classic, but it was a nice way to go out.
It was good.
It was a nice
solid.
Way, it was solid. It was
Yeah,
it was much better than the Love Movement. I feel like the Love Movement was, man, that was their last album with Fife Alive. It was all right.
I know when I interviewed him, he was the coolest shit. So that makes me want to find it so you can listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll
I
tell
might
you.
have it. I might have it on a
You
cassette
do.
tape.
Fife
That's
Dog
what I'm
was my
saying.
guy, man.
Do
Oh
some
man,
work.
Fife Dog was my guy, man. Best one-liners in the world, man. Bust off on your couch, now you got Siemens furniture.
What about Mass Appeal?
Oh
Guru.
yeah, the Guru.
Yeah. I
Yo,
mean,
that, let me tell you something. What was it?
Dude.
Hard to Earn? That's what I,
Oh.
oh my God, man.
Mass appeal. There's
Oh
so
my
many.
God, there's so many. Hard to Earn, that was the album. I did
That's
the
a
whole
good
bid
one,
with
too,
that
yeah.
album. I did the whole bid with that. I had that. I'll tell you something. I had that, Nas, Mary 411.
Yeah.
It's another good one.
Yeah, like you can't go wrong.
And the
with Mary
remixes,
411.
all
Oh, the
the
remixes.
remixes.
They're interchangeable to me.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
them
yeah,
both. I
yeah,
did
yeah.
the whole time with both of them. You know what I mean? It's funny because I traded up for Mary 411 with AJ Scratch. AJ Scratch, he's up in the cube right across from me, and
Who said that?
he's dead now. He died, but man, I remember when he told the story at a drug counseling meeting. Oh man, he had the whole group like this. And it like usually you could tell your whole story in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That motherfucker took 6 hours to tell his story, and everybody was like this.
I bet it was like TV to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was like TV to everyone. Like yo,
I bet.
he was throwing everyone's names out there. Russell Simmons, Run DMC. He was talking about how Nas bailed him out when If I Ruled the World came out. How Nas came and bailed him out of jail. And
Wow.
it was just like you hearing this from firsthand, and
Yeah.
you know the dude was so genuine. You know he wasn't lying. He was such a genuine dude. He just liked cocaine. It was a hell of a drug to him.
Hey,
It happened.
that's the best of you.
But I feel like we had a nice talk today. I feel like I feel like that's it, man. It's a wrap.
I think we did good.
It's a wrap-a-roni, fellas. I feel like this was a good podcast. It's gonna be. I just want to say a couple things before we bounce.
Yes.
I'm gonna shout my business out, my detailing business. Dunbar's Detailing is going to be accepting. We're gonna start booking dudes on the weekend of the 20th to the 21st. I'm gonna start booking cars for the week, for the summer, spring and summer months. Specials $125 in and out. In and out, full interior, exterior. Your car's gonna look good as new. Go to the page, Dunbar's Detailing, and you will not be let down with the work that gets done to you. And I gotta talk to you two guys about that 'cause I got you guys booked.
All right.
It's on the calendar.
Good because last time, not only that, but the car smelled amazing.
Yeah.
Say that too because.
You good to go.
And then I remember when my daughter Heaven did it. She opened up her engine and thought you replaced the engine. It looked, obviously she didn't. She's a genius, but at the same time, it looked that brand new. She was
And,
blown away by like, how did you do
Yeah,
that?
just look
Yeah.
it up, man.
You really did. You
a
really
couple
did.
other things. The wife has got the Pieces of Love movement going on.
Yes.
She's starting to create some beautiful things. Website is going to be up probably within the next week. Facebook page, things like that. You'll be able to get your personalized home decor, such and such things like that. And I just want to shout out my man Frankie for being a bitch ass motherfucker. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. You can check me out on Facebook. I got a couple different Facebook pages, Above Binghamton and Above Broome County. Those are both my books. They're on sale everywhere that sells books pretty much. And you can check me out for some custom work as well, Big True Graphics. I'm always trying to hook the kids up, so if you know any kids out there looking for some amazing artwork, put a smile on their face, that's what I do. So
Does
tell
a
a friend,
great
tell a
job at it too, might I say.
Right,
I have a
thank you.
huge 16 by 20 picture hanging up in my living room. Courtesy of Digital
friend.
Graphics.
Yes, she did. A lot of people do.
Yeah, I got one in the kitchen.
So I feel like we did good this week, fellas. This is good.
Yeah,
This is
not
going to be up on Facebook and all your streaming sites. Go to SoundCloud. Go to Anchor. Download the Anchor app, and you'll catch us up on there. I will share this on all the social medias, Twitter. Go to the Building Podcast. We don't have a page up yet, but we're probably going to set that shit up today.
Yes. Share it.
Share it.
Please,
And,
don't just
it's-
like it. Share it.
You know, we'll have the audio up today. The video will be up later in the week if you want to watch us. 3 buffoons look like a couple of buffoons. It's cool though. We're all good.
We're gonna start having guests. We want.
Oh, yeah, we wanna have
He
guests.
wanted to come up here. Well, he wanted to come up last night when he was drunk, and I was like, no, you can't
That's
come to
not
our friend's
how
house
we
like
do.
that. But we would love to have you. So if
Yeah.
you're nice with it, we're gonna consider having some guests. Okay?
Absolutely, we want to broadcast. We want to put local music out there.
Yes.
You know, we want to share the local music. For a lot of people who don't do it. Mark has sent me a folder of a lot of good music locally. I
Nice.
listen to some dudes. I tell you, I told Mark the other day, I want to, whoever this dude Heavy is, the kid is nice. I don't know
Heavy
who he
Set.
is, but
Yeah.
he's nice. I heard like 3 of his joints, and I was just like, yo, this kid is all right.
Damn, I have something I can tell you about him right now. There's a secret album coming out with Heavy and somebody else. I'm not gonna say who.
Don't say nothing then.
He's been hinting towards like something big's
I
happening.
saw the music video
Well,
last night. It's amazing.
We'll get these dudes up here in the building. We'll get them in the building. You know what I mean? We'll talk to them from time to time. Not all the time. Sometimes we just like to talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, right now, I feel like, you know, we're just getting started. We do have 2 other podcasts up on SoundCloud. I don't know if you want to check for them, you can check for them. But they're there, the Building Podcast, and we're trying to get on Spotify and all that other shit. But
We'll get there.
you can drop that any second now, man.
Oh, you want me to drop it?
Yeah, drop it. And that'll be it. That's a wrap, fellas.